What's up guys, my name is Doug, welcome to the video. I'm very happy to see you guys here again today. We're going to be listening to this Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats tape called Unlocked. It's got 8 tracks, it's 17 minutes long. I'm hyped because Denzel Curry never really disappoints. He is very consistent and he always brings a lot of energy, and I really have no complaints when it comes to his music. So I'm really excited about how quick, short, and most likely fire this is going to be. I'm not going to really waste too much of your time with an introduction. Putting y'all on, episode 8 comes out on the 15th. Be sure to get your submissions into my Instagram DMs by then. Support the channel any way that you see fit, and let's get into it. The first track is literally called track 1. So yeah, let's get it. This is Unlocked by Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats.
And has a friendly attitude, an outgoing personality. Sometimes his father wonders if he's all right mentally.
So that was the introduction, really short, 1:25. Got some very like old school, like black and white movies vibes, horror movies vibes with the narrator speaking and stuff like that. Led into that really cool little boom bap beat. You know, it really didn't do too much for me. It's like a nice introduction, but it's I wish they would have made this more of a song. You know what I mean? It feels like it's kind of like a wasted track on the track list, because it is an intro, but there's only 8 songs on here, so I would have liked it to be a song. But as an intro, it's dope. It's moody. It's got atmosphere. It's got a vibe to it that's really dope. It's got like a classic horror vibe to it. So we'll see what the second track has for us. It's most likely the first actual song. This is called Take It Back V2.
Like Frederick Douglass, it's time to pick my brain apart. Looking at the menu, motherfucker, I'm the man with art. Shit, and you don't know that, buddy, there's no combat. Act straight to pick you a to the paper like a thumbtack. Hey, motherfucker, just sucker. When you see the barrel, better pucker. Up for the kiss of death and rock duster. After dark, the riot starts way uglier than Bubba Sparks. I'm trying to raise the check like civil rights and Rosa Parks. After dark, the riot starts way uglier than Bubba Sparks. I'm trying to...
Wow, dude.
A person accident, so what it's like officially. Nothing less than full of deadly ass hollows. Hanging at your club, but it's not a race to trust, so I don't have to push a shopping cart. You fell in love with Tommy Robert.
I'm going to emphasize the production here just because of how gritty and how dark it really feels. It's got a really nice boom bap feel, but it's also got like this really nice dark use of the samples, you know what I mean? It's got really nice heavy drum sounds, and the more that I look at the cover art, the more that it makes sense listening to it. So you know, just the chaos and the very vibrant colors, it all just feels like that when you listen to it. And you know, there really is nothing that can be said for Denzel Curry's energy, for his delivery, for his aggression. You know, he really just always seems to be giving it 100% whenever he steps to the mic, and so it's very pleasant to hear that. To hear that kind of hunger from somebody who's actually been doing this for quite a while. I do think that he definitely is underrated still, and he definitely should be more famous than he is. And yeah, I'm just really digging that really hard, aggressive feeling to this track. I think that it's great. Next song is Layup.m4a.
Like a layup, till it's fuck, nigga, lay it down.
The lead shower, wrote a phone for Black Power. Denzel in my final hour. I wanted to be Corleone, but mixed with Cornelius. Embezzling millions, half the crack. I am a nigga. If I look like I'm Antoine Fisher, that's gonna make them damage on me, no damage. Took so slow like.
Yo, firstly, that first portion of the track, what even was that drum pattern, man? Some of those little effects that they added in the background and some of the percussion was really, really strange, and it definitely worked for how strange the rest of the track definitely is. And right now, this really crazy synth bass just came in, and it almost feels like the track is shifting towards a beat change or towards a different type of mood. But yeah, just again, that same aggressive delivery, that same aggression, crazy flow, consistency. It's awesome.
Get your weight up. Sorry, I do not wait up. Ball just like a layup. Tell us why I gotta go on tour to show that I'm going through stages. And why y'all talk about funny ass boy with your fish tits. On one hand, I'm a pharaoh. On the
And don't get your weight up.
Sorry, I do not wait up.
That was great.
No,
That was awesome.
To the side.
My bitch bad like battle rappers that make albums with no outcome.
Oh my God.
Middleman, another advocate, activist, everybody lean on me. Got them bags full of good fallout. You put me in a water bed, I
Oh my
fall
God.
out. Alligator swag, hey, make it rain on the beach, that's how you water hose. Make it rain with the clip for those that's in store for you.
That's a callback to the intro. Man, that's probably one of my favorites so far. The punchlines, the wittiness to the lyrics are just great. I mean, what was that first line? My girl is bad like battle rappers that make albums. That was just right out the gate, you know, just to start off the song. Killer, you know, just honestly, what can you even say? I mean, the production is just dark and gritty and aggressive, and it really feels perfect for somebody like Denzel to absolutely destroy these beats, and that's exactly what he's doing. You know, his performance is just spectacular, honestly. He matches the energy of the beats so well. Everything about this is just really, really enjoyable. Very fun to listen to. The aggression is something that I'm going to be calling back to because it's just so awesome. The way that he uses that to create energy and to get us excited while we listen to his music. It's really interesting. Next track is Diet.
The man's here, there's no fear, came through with no tears. I don't cry, or what it ain't. Please roll me up another deck, another smoke. So I get New Jerseys like I was a Guido. The ego gotta be vetoed if you want a free throw.
I'm trying to find out what it is that is making that main melody for this beat. If it's a sample, if it's a very strange, heavy synth, if it's a bass line, because it does have a pretty good amount of bass in it, but I'm not certain that it's the bass line that's the main melody. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to figure it out. It sounds like it could be a heavily processed sample, but I'm also loving the use of sound effects and like vocal effects and vocal chops in the background. I'm not certain whether they're panned or not, but I'm assuming they probably will be when I listen to them with headphones on, just to create that like atmosphere and to have the track feel like it's kind of surrounding you. Having them syncopated, those effects really create that added bounce to this beat. From what I can remember, I don't think it's got hi-hats going on right now, but it's still got a crazy bounce to it, and it's mostly due to that effect and the syncopated main melody that I'm not, again, like I said, I'm not certain what instrument that is, if it is an instrument. And Denzel is killing it, you know, but that goes without saying.
Side on the opposite.
Sounds like DMX.
Broken, the Shogun came through with no gun. One man, Ichi band, fresh out of jump, and please get on the dial. Box came with 2 days, but those up must come down on Tuesday. And I don't like Pixar. Tooth, I'm a fucking pair of pliers. We gon' do them Vinny style. As you can see, this nigga.
Yo, that hook that he wrote, the get money from the shows and deposit it, he really sounds like DMX. It sounds like he's trying to emulate that DMX sound during it. You know, the way he actually manipulates his voice to have that similar tone to it. Definitely reminds me of DMX, and I think that it's great. I think that it's crazy energetic. I mentioned the beat earlier on and how interesting it was and how bouncy it is without even having hi-hats included. I think that some of the bars in here are really funny and witty. Like, if the game was a tooth, I'm a pair of pliers. I think that that's hilarious. Honestly, the way that he is rapping right now has me kind of wishing that he would kind of collaborate with Joey Badass, because the aggression in his voice actually reminded me of Christ Conscious by Joey Badass, because he's also got a crazy aggressive tone on that song. And I'm just thinking now, I really need a collaboration from those two, because I just think that would be absolutely incredible. But yeah, this track is insane. Next track is So.incredible.pkg.
I don't write rhymes, nigga, I write checks. Might rewrite your life if the price set. Dude,
I love these melodies.
Looking at your face is so regrettable.
Oh, the bass line.
They gotta rush you to any window shopper, mannequin. No scorch the back just like it's Anakin.
This has got some funk to it, man.
This rhyme is dedicated to every MC I took out, and ones that got the best in me, so all y'all neighbors. He's greater, when they mention I, definition of the fly. And that's the nigga Denzel coming out of the zoo. Carol City, what I breed. That's so incredible.
That's a great hook, man.
Do you understand like an archaeologist, or I use comments in all black like a motherfucking bouncer? Eye for an eye now.
I love the little like soulful, groovy feel to this song, man. Especially when that actual bass line comes in. That's what really makes this like very funky. It's got you moving and grooving to it. I think that the hook is absolutely great. I love Denzel's flow. But like I said, his performance is just absolutely ridiculously consistent, and so it really goes without saying that he's going to bring energy. His lyrics are going to be fire. He is going to bring passion and aggression and a really incredible flow to every single track that he participates on. And he's definitely been one of the more consistent rappers of his generation. Absolutely, you know, and I can say that with full confidence, that that's going to do wonders for him in terms of his career. He's just got such a bright future, but he's already making the most of it now, and he's just absolutely killing it lately. So this has just been really incredible to listen to. It's really been enjoyable. It's been a lot of fun to just listen to how crazy these beats are and how maniacal he is as he's ripping them apart. It's really great. Next track is track 7. Another callback to the previous track. This is all like one consistent experience. Yo, Kenny Beats is killing it, man. Oh, the little bit of gospel in the background? Yeah. That's a sick little interlude produced by Kenny Beats, man. Having some of the lyrical chops from some of the previous tracks is like a callback just to give us something to listen to vocally. But I'm loving the production here. I'm loving the keys, the drums, the bass line, really groovy, really funky. Loving that little gospel sample that comes in to play us out in the background towards the end. You know, Kenny Beats, I've been praising Denzel Curry the entire time, but Kenny Beats has been killing it as well. These two might actually become like an unstoppable duo. You know, who knows if they continue to collaborate like this. They're absolutely unstoppable right now in terms of this project and what I've heard so far. So the last track is Cosmic.M4A.
Drip hop, born from the crack pot. This is for the infants, the haves and the have-nots. Niggas are flying, the junkies are high. And then my line of work that goes side by side. But when up, take it to the vein. Matter of fact, take
One shot to the brain.
one dose, fuck the gauge. We engage, now I leave a gauge size hole. Nigga play your role, put it in your back. Drip hop, born on the D-block. Only goal and purpose is to come and make the streets hot. Cause
In reality,
you act so hard, you should thank the academy. It comes full circle, but it niggas
The
don't
performance
know
is
about it.
undeniably great.
Niggas wanna cop.
Really smooth way to play us out there at the end. Kenny Beats production, really nice. Yeah, same thing that I've been saying this entire project. Really great production, crazy energy from Denzel Curry. The hook writing has been great. The actual verses have been really fire. And just the execution throughout has been phenomenal, you know? Unlocked by Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats. I think that keeping it short allowed them to make every single song as polished as absolutely possible. It sounds like every single one of the tracks flows into the very next one. It's all a very cohesive experience. Some of the tracks even have lyrical callbacks to previous tracks. So definitely making it so short makes it so easy to just experience this entire thing all the way through various times, which is definitely a huge positive in my eyes. You know, you guys that have been watching the channel for a while know how much I appreciate shorter, well-executed projects as opposed to extremely long projects that are full of throwaways with a few great songs on them. You know, because here, 8 tracks and every single one of them is phenomenal, in my opinion. This is definitely one of my favorite projects that has come out this year so far, up there along with Modus Vivendi, Circles, and I enjoyed the Eminem project enough. This is definitely better than that, but I would say above average year so far for music. Saying that it is decent, saying that this year has been decent for music would be a disservice to this project, 070 Shake, and Mac Miller. But this is definitely up there. It's going to be an album of the year contention. It's going to end up on a whole lot of people's top 10 if nobody forgets about it, because I feel like that does tend to be the case with some of these projects that drop earlier on in the year. Towards the end of the year, we kind of forget about how ridiculously great they are. So this is going to be in constant rotation for me, so I know for a fact that I'm not going to forget this. I'm going to be listening to it a whole lot in the near future. I most likely will do a final thoughts video on the project because you guys know as well, if you've been watching the channel for a while, that on my first listen I tend to dissect a whole lot more of the production than the lyrics. But Denzel Curry is a very lyrical rapper, so I will listen to this a few more times get into more of the deeper meanings behind the lyrics and the stories that he's telling, and then I'll comment on that in like a final thoughts video in the near future. But off my first listen, I just think that this is great. I don't see any skips. I don't think that there's any bad songs or really any flaws. I didn't hear any flaws on my first listen. So I don't want to go so far as to say that this is a 10 because I haven't listened to it enough yet. But on my final thoughts video, you will absolutely see my final rating of this project. So keep an eye out for that in the near future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel, showing some love in the myriad of different ways that you guys already know that you can support the channel. So I appreciate you all so much for your support, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Until then, stay safe. And as always, peace out.